Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with another video here on the weekly reset that's happening today. So for today's video, we're going to be going over the biggest updates and changes to come, in addition to some of the key events that are also going live in the next few days here, as well as today. So as always, if you want to stay up to date with Marvel Strike Force content and crush these events completely free to play like myself, please make sure you follow along, hit that like button, and give the channel a sub for future videos just like this. So first and foremost, guys, at the reset today, there's a couple big things happening, but in case you missed my video from the weekend, the notable event that's actually starting at the reset is this Homeward Bound, which is actually going to be signaling the newest month here for Dawkin. There's also a Sins of the Father event. So both of them are, different. Make sure you're having key separation of these mentally, but one of them is obviously going to be very similar to what we've seen for MS for Mercs, which is for the entire month of May. Well, difference now is that this one's going to feature Dawkin as well as a boatload of materials and resources. And obviously, if you can get shards of Dawkin earlier, you can obviously double dip on the Mercs Golden Bounty that's been happening for the last few weekends here to take advantage of more gold rewards. So to be honest, the Dawkin shards are good just to pump them up, but otherwise, I mean, it's just a lot of teal gear, materials, a little bit of gold here and there sprinkled, but aside from that, nothing too crazy, which means this is actually similar to the last month, which is if you do want to take a step back and not be playing as much, you won't be missing too crazily of rewards here for this monthly event, just because I feel like they have dialed that one back down a little bit, but they have increased the rewards coming from the other weekly kind of event and milestones. So Homeward Bound, nothing to scream home about, but there are Dawkin shards available, and obviously resources and materials, especially mutant gear. Now, what I'm more interested in actually is this Mercs Golden Bounty, because this has been happening for the last couple weekends, and I believe it's still happening for the next 6 weekends. And it's been nice because now that I have the majority of these characters at 3 stars, either through power cores or through just their event, you can see here, like, we're able to consistently hit this milestone 11 completely free to play, and that's just going to be adding some additional gold. I think it mathed out to be like 2.5 to 3 million each time, so I'm getting an extra 5 million gold per weekend, which is awesome. It's been helping for sure, on top of the war rewards, and that's been bumping up my count as well. So definitely something to focus on, guys. There's Dawkin shards to be had for both that monthly event, I believe. Actually, the event that's happening today, so this is the one where many of the other content creators have mentioned to save your campaign energy and so forth, and prepare to raid, is the Sins of Father. So this Sins of Father event, I already broke this down, guys. I'm going to link it below if you want to just see an easy reference in terms of just seeing what to hit and target. But this is not too crazy of an event. It's pretty free to play friendly. The bulk of the points is actually going to be coming from the web milestone component, but really it's the spending of campaign energy in addition to earning these raid champion orbs, and you're going to be getting more than 80-90% of it coming from the web milestone, which is tied back to incursion energy and battling in raid. So don't worry about the scoring here using some of the key Spire Society characters, because really the bulk of it's actually going to be coming from the web milestone. But what you want to be gunning for here is always the points that you want to be adding to the monthly, right? And as you can see here, Weapon X helmet is going to be at milestone 12, and then the final of the dog tags being available for the monthly event is milestone 13. So that's what I'm going to be gunning for. Otherwise, everything else after is just fluff for me extra. The reason why folks are hoarding and using a lot of energy for this, campaign energy especially, is because of the opportunity here actually for diamonds and Dawkin. So if you guys are typically ranking in this top 1000 range, even the top 4 to 10% is going to be getting some of these Diamond Dawn orbs, which is nice. But yeah, I'm just going to be keeping it simple. I don't want to use power cores. I think it's a big trap event because they always try to dish out and utilize the resources. Obviously, Krakens and whales can do their thing because they can obviously benefit from this since they're already spending in the game. It's valuable for them. But for us free-to-play members, we can completely get the monthly event pretty easily. Maybe we'll land the 11.25. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit the 4 to 10, but that's great. Not really my concern. But the next component of this event is called the in his shadow web milestone, which is also tied back to the event. And with this one, you actually do need to be using and spending Incursion campaign energy. So that's the red energy here, guys. This one, you can additionally add some more energy if you refresh your 50. It's going to give you some additional energy of 60s. That's how much you can do that. You won't need to be doing that too much. Actually, in my breakdown video, it's all going to be dependent, but you probably only need to core once a day or less, actually, through the duration of the event, which is on for 7 days. So it's nothing crazy at all. So I would just watch that if you guys are planning to maximize that web milestone, because it's going to be adding to that the Sins of the Father event anyway. So that's the one thing to be mindful of when you're going through this. But otherwise, for the next 7 days here, you shouldn't have to use any power cores. I'm actually going to be hoping to see what that's going to look like for Northstar, because Northstar is actually coming out tomorrow, and you know, with him, his offers are coming out and so forth, and it's an opportunity if you want to double dip in some power cores here to use. So I think he's better off. I think I'm going to open a few just to see if I can get lucky, but he is a 100 shard unlock, so that means any kind of orb you can open up, it's going to be easier to unlock him later on, especially with him being the first member of the Alpha Flight team coming that is not reworked. But speaking of obviously turning around the resets here as well, guys, another one is the battle pass. So I haven't claimed these objectives yet, because not only does this reset in 8 hours, but be mindful of the fact that this is actually going to get a new battle pass here, and it's going to be replacing the one you currently see with Black Knight and Iron Patriot, and it's actually Cosmic Ghost Rider shards being available, in addition to obviously the Dark Promotion credits, materials, and so forth. It's always nice. The gold is nice, but to be honest, guys, unless you were pushing deep into the Old Man Logan Trials event, to be honest, like, I don't know, Cosmic Ghost Rider, he really is more so a war character. And I felt like I didn't even need to build him to gear tier 16 in low 85 when I did difficulty 10 at all packs. So I would say only build him up if you guys are looking to unlock Old Man Logan, because otherwise, I mean, their Mercs for Money team is just completely dominating at a time. That it's a great counter, obviously, but if you have value already utilized in both Carter and Captain America, and obviously the rest of the Out of Time team like Black Knight, then it makes sense to get this character. But otherwise, I'll just be welcoming the shards that we get until they gain their farmability in the game as well. But those are the biggest updates, guys. So obviously, like I said, Cosmic Ghost Rider shards coming. We have the usage here of campaign energy and incursion, as well as doing raids per day. Always be mindful too, guys. I mean, I've been loving how the spotlight rates have been rewarding. It's been good. Although we can only hit like 50% of it, I mean, the rewards have been really good because of the fact that it's been giving us 5 orbs per day every time you do complete it, and then on top of the incursion, 2 raids as well. So everything's been adding up over time here, and it's been getting us closer and closer to that start of Dark Dimension 7 here. So I'll have that information for you guys pretty shortly here, but hopefully this helps you guys out in the reset. Other than that, be on the lookout here for Northstar, and good luck with you guys the rest of the events. As always, aim for the monthly minimum if you want to save power cores, and if not, feel free to use power cores if you want to be able to participate and rank potentially in the leaderboards. As always, I'll keep you guys up to date. Let me know what you think in comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.